Hi, beautiful souls. I come to you from another glorious sunny day here on the southeast coast. Yesterday I had quite an eventful day trying to sort out this cough. And what I want to share today is that there are different levels on everything that is going on right now. So you can look at it from a 3D, 4D level, and you by certainly you can do your groundwork on that, like I did yesterday, consulting doctors, healthcare providers, whatever else, to get answers and see if there's anything that you can do to improve your lot. Now, often when somebody has something that presents like a cough, for instance, people automatically assume, lungs related, must be something to do with there. And that's what I was thinking, and that's what everyone was thinking. And yet it's not. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that very interesting? So, may I remind you that there are lots of different ways that we can look at things. There are lots of different perspectives in how we can view things. So you can view things from the human level, and you can get advice, and you can get treatments, and you can get whatever else from your doctor and everyone in the normal medicine route. And another level you want to consider is that there will also be ascension symptoms going on. Everybody has to go through these ascension symptoms, if that's your path, in increments, because to go through everything in one go, you would literally blow up. You would not make it. It would be impossible to change the body, a carbon-based body, into a crystalline body in an instant without there being some repercussions. So just remember to not get entangled in fear. That doesn't mean that just to turn a blind eye. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying being responsible, use your divine discernment, your intuition, your alignment with knowing the truth, which is right for you in this moment. Be very aware and feel into that from your heart. Don't go into your overthinking mind and start creating issues. Do not go into fear. Honestly, going into fear is not going to help anyone or anything. So what I really want to share is the fact that there are perspectives, and sometimes something can look a certain way on the surface, but when you look at it from another perspective, you will see a completely different layer or a completely different angle of what is actually going on. Recently I did a video on fairness, and when you look at fairness from a human perspective, we're so very sure that if something isn't fair, it's not fair, and that is so. But if you take yourself up to an angelic perspective, to the perspective of mastery level, enlightenment level, higher levels, that's you don't see that at all. It's not possible, because fairness does not exist in higher dimensions. It doesn't need to exist. It's a human construct for the humans that are still very much dense and carrying density. This is why you want to carry as much light as possible. And you can carry as much light as possible by how you look after yourself. Now, whilst I'm here coughing and spluttering all over the place, you might judge, oh, well, she can't be taking very good care of herself if she's coughing and spluttering all over the place. Well, hey, I do my best. I think everybody does their best. But there are certain ways that we can up-level our light. And you want to be able to do this, because the more light you carry, the easier this whole process is going to be for everyone. Everyone. You want to carry maximum amounts of light. How can you do that? Well, water carries light. And so you want to consider your water. Consider your water. What are you drinking in the way of water? What kind of water? Are you blessing your water? When you put the water into your body, are you giving it a prayer? because these things are going to really, really amplify your water. Are you drinking structured water? Are you drinking alkalized water? Really look at your water. Look at the water that you bathe in. Look at the water that you swim in. Look at your interactions with water in every single level. How you shower with water, how you bathe in water if you're having a bath, how you wash up with water, the water that you share with others, the sweat that comes from your body, every drop of water. Consider it. Consider the water inside you. Is the water inside you toxic? And I don't mean toxic in a way that is so bad that, you know, you can't function, because that wouldn't be great. But what I mean is, can you clean it? Can you clean your water? You know, emotions are very much represented with water. How emotional are you feeling? Are you actually in balance with your emotions? So that's one aspect of how you can raise your light levels, is to consider and meditate on water and your use of water. You might also want to consider the foods you eat, and I've said this so many times before, and I know that I get pushback from a lot of people that don't like it, and I don't care if people don't like it. But if you're eating the flesh of animals, you're going to be eating in the fears of those animals. And whilst, you know, you don't need to eat the flesh and the secretions of animal friends, it's really not good for your body vehicle. And if you want to become a more alkalized, pure body being here on this earth, so that you can hold more light and so that you can sail through these processes with a lot more grace and ease, then you might want to consider giving up animal products and also processed products, those highly processed you know, it's not enough just being a vegan. If you're a vegan and you're stuffing your face with processed foods, well, you've also got to consider that too, just as much as these meat eaters that eat lots of processed foods. So consider this. How much nature are you getting into your life? I know so many people, they don't go out in nature. They profess to love nature, but they don't go out every day. They don't go out. And everybody has the ability to go out into nature. Everybody. And if you can't, yes, you can have a house plant and you can speak to that house plant and you can make that an ally and a dear friend indoors. But my goodness, get outside. Get outside into nature. Yesterday I was not yesterday actually, it was a few days ago, I was talking to a man I know locally. He has a dog, so I kind of know a lot of dog walkers, people that have dogs. And he recently had to undergo, well, he's still undergoing some treatment because he got some strange thing happen to his ear, and it was kind of like looked like a tree root deep down into his face and then on the other side of his face. And now he's absolutely petrified and paranoid about the sun. So he was telling me in quite a direct way about how people should not be sunbathing and they should be wrapping up, and that they're stupid because they're all going to get skin cancer. Well, obviously he's very upset and he was in a lot of pain, and he said it was a lot of fear from this situation he was going through. And I have absolute compassion and empathy for the situation. But to say that everybody is going to get skin cancer and everything else because of them going out and worshipping the sun or whatever else isn't helpful, and it's not a great projection to put out there, because actually a little bit of sun is healthy for everybody. And these people that think that the sun should be is terrible, well, do they not see what it does to our crops? Do they not see what it does to the land? You know, we need the sun. The sun is light. We do need the sun, and we can talk to the sun, and we can have a communication with the sun. I'm not saying to go and sit in the sun all day long and bake yourself, but I'm saying certainly get a little bit of sun. Certainly do it. Be responsible for yourself and how you do that. But talk to the sun, talk to the earth, talk to the land. Ask for what you want. Be in service to the land. Give back. Give back as well. Place grids. Speak to Mother Nature. And there are so many more things that you can do to up-level your light. Really, so many. But just remember this, there are lots of different perspectives on how we view the world. And we are changing, and we're changing rapidly, because there are more and more people that are becoming a lot more aware, and the more awareness, the more changing of the consciousness to higher levels, there will become that tipping point when so many people have ascended that it becomes so much easier for others that it will just be like a boom, 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 and more people will be ascending too. And I know that this might sound completely crazy to a lot of those people that are very much caught up in the 3D, 4D dimension way of living, but I anticipate that those kind of people probably aren't watching this channel anyway. So just remember, there's lots of different perspectives to how you see things, and if you want to be, well, what can I say, diligent, one, follow your heart, always follow your heart, feel into your heart, what does my heart feel, and you cover all areas. You don't have to just go, oh, I'm just doing this. If it doesn't feel right for you, if it doesn't feel comfortable for you, then cover all areas. This is the whole point of life, is that you've got to do what is right for you and what's in your heart, not just because one person says, oh, this, or one person says that. You have to do what's right for you. You have to go within, and you have to find truth within, from the cosmic heart, from your heart, from the stargate of your heart. And if you're not doing that for yourself, then you've got, well, then you can't just go blaming on others. You can't blame on others, because we're all given the opportunity to live in the way that we feel we wish to live. And you can either live as a free being, as an authentic being, following your own path, dancing to the beat of your own drum, or you can copy others and then find, oh, that beat wasn't my beat, and I missed out on something there, and now I must recoup myself and get back on track and dance to my own beat. So this is what I wish to share today. Look at different perspectives. Do not see one angle and go, it must be this, even if it looks staggeringly like it must be so. Just remember that when we think something, we're using our analytical mind instead of our heart. Whereas if we actually go to our heart first, no, this doesn't feel right. No. This is what feels right. And it's a lesson to myself too, because if I had just solely followed my heart, I'd have known months ago. Months ago. In fact, all of the times when I was being fobbed off, I would have known, and I could have been insistent and said, do this. Or I could have actually just been like, okay, Zaza, sort yourself out, get back onto that alkalizing diet. Put the cake down. Just step away from the cake and move towards the grapes. Anyone that wants to alkalize, I seriously recommend a good amount of green vegetables, leafy green vegetables, salads, lettuce, sprouts, sprouted seeds, fantastic, chia seeds, broccoli sprouts, you know, that sort of thing. Just sprout away. If you want to add more magic to it, just give it a little bit of your own spit, because then you'll program your seeds to assist you and your needs, what your needs are for your healing journey, or for your nutrient requirements. And make sure that you drink lots of alkalized water that's been structured water, I should say, and do yourself plenty of exercise. Try to get some sweat coming out of you each day. Get out into nature, and also get on the fruits. Get on the fruits and the herbs. Look up Dr. Morse. I know he's a controversial doctor to a lot of people, but there's great wisdom in a lot of these people that are controversial. In fact, there's a lot of great wisdom, and they've been shut down for years, but there's a lot of great wisdom there. In fact, anyone that's interested, UK Fruit Fest is coming up in July. For anyone that's interested in doing that, it's like a week of learning how to just literally live on fruits. There's lots of people out there just living on fruits. They're not deficient in anything. They're not crazy. They're just doing what their body is asking them for as they become lighter beings. And humans have been conditioned to think that they need all these heavy foods. And without being disrespectful to anybody here, most humans are actually carrying too much weight, and it puts a lot of pressure on their bodies, a lot of pressure on all areas of their life. So if anyone is needing a little bit of a detox, alkalize their system, then I highly recommend getting Dr. Morse's book, reading through that. You can reference it. You don't have to believe everything. Take what resonates, but make sure you get onto the organic fruits. And if you can't do organic, then just still do the fruits, yeah? But maybe avoid some of the softer fruits that have been sprayed. Okay? I send you lots of good vibes, joy, and peace on your journey. Thanks for watching. My name's Zaza, and I come to you from a very beautiful field. And I send you great peace and love and joy. Like, subscribe, and share if you feel called to do so. Thank you.